Jaguar Wright says there's a bounty on her head after she went on TV speaking about Diddy.
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and JAYZ are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
JAYZ has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. A response that changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job.
Jaguar Wright says there's a bounty on her head after she went on TV speaking about Diddy. So Jaguar Wright is claiming that there is a $500,000 bounty on her head, and she said that someone had been following her for 6 weeks, and she suggests that Clive Davis is the one that has something to do with it. And what makes this situation even weirder is last night, RayJ took to Instagram going off on Jaguar Wright, saying that he wanted her to come to him to do an interview instead of going on Piers Morgan. And what makes this even weirder is the fact that Jaguar Wright has talked about RayJ allegedly being involved in the unaliving of Whitney Houston for years. She has said multiple different times that RayJ was involved with Clive Davis to take out Whitney Houston because she was trying to leave Clive Davis's label because she realized that she was losing all of this money. And now we have RayJ going on this rant at the same time that Jaguar Wright is saying that she has a bounty on her head.
Hey, yo, Jaguar Wright, I told you I had an opportunity for you. I told you I had bags for you. I'm trying to hear what you got to say. But you want to keep taking these other niggas' money and not showing love to the community? That shit weak as fuck. Hit me right now so I can make sure you get a bag and I can understand what the fuck you talking about so we'll know what's truth and what's not. That shit janky as fuck. You ain't hitting me back, but you hitting all these other motherfuckers back. That's from all these other countries. Like you safe over there. You safe with me. Stop acting scary. Jaguar, hit me back right the fuck now, whenever you can. With all due respect, and I love you, and I'm sorry for cursing. Help me be a better person. Call me back.
And I feel like this is too much of a coincidence to me. I literally feel like this is some type of setup, because why is she saying that she has a bounty on her head? And then RayJ is like, I want you to come do an interview with me. You can trust me. And baby, when Jaguar Wright spoke about Whitney Houston's passing and how RayJ was allegedly involved, she even explained how Whitney Houston's family, Bobby Brown's sister, said that Whitney Houston was beaten.
It's Grammy time, and her and Clive had a fight 2 days before. And from what I was told, Bobby Christina was present for some of that fight. And then the next thing you know, she's dead. RayJ was the last person to see her alive. He let the drug dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the drug dealer in that gave her the shot. Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, has said on several occasions that she was beaten. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was beat up.
Oh, wow.
And Brandy was the one that found her. But you know, they pledge allegiance to Clive too.
And Bobby Brown's sister has been very vocal and said that Whitney Houston was beaten. And she explained all of the marks that were on Whitney Houston's body. And she also explained how the same exact thing happened to Bobby Christina, and her boyfriend was paid off to do it.
Whitney Houston's body told anybody upon looking at it that it was foul play. Okay, don't get it twisted. No. Whitney Houston, I counted at least 10 gashes in her chest alone. She had marks up and down her legs. Her fingernails were chipped. Her face was busted out. It was blown up. Yes. As if somebody was punching her in the face. Whitney Houston fought for her life. Basically, right before Whitney was murdered, Nick was brought into the picture. And when Nick did that to Bobby Christina and she was rushed to the hospital, because after he beat her and drug her up them steps, he shot her up with something and threw her in the bathtub. It was a setup. It was a setup. Yes. Nick was told not to let her go out of that house and to do whatever it was he got paid to do that for.
And we have all thought that there's details around Whitney Houston's passing that just doesn't make any sense. Like the fact that Clive Davis kept the party going when Whitney Houston died at the same hotel. And then the fact that she randomly gave this note to Brandy the night before she passed away. And we still are dying to know, what in the world does this note say, Brandy? What does this note say? And now we have Jaguar Wright saying that she has a bounty on her head that she believes is coming from Clive Davis because she was just on national TV exposing Clive Davis for allegedly having a part in Diddy's whole regime of terror and everything. And now RayJ is trying to get Jaguar Wright to come to him and do an interview with him and saying, hey, you can trust me, after she's been exposing multiple things about you for years. This is super sketchy to me, but y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
I'm going to tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape.
Ooh.
I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off film. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family has.
Listen, I'm at the point where I can't say too much. I'm just watching what's going on right now.
Especially that weirdo uncle.
Coming up, Sean will talk. That's why Jay-Z is running. That's why Jay-Z is nervous. Jaguar is talking about it. So many other artists at the moment. The industry as an organization ends up in my office, unannounced, in my office saying, will you help me? I'm not part of it.
Start speaking up about his very good friend.
Just 9 months ago, you were singing his praises.
Diddy's been arrested, and now some major names are getting dragged into this mess. We're talking about none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Allegedly, I'll say allegedly, because they make us, right? Minors did attend these parties. Minors. That charge has not been brought yet.
Rumor has it they might have helped Diddy pull off these shocking crimes, and now they're trying to make a run for it. But Diddy also tried to flee, and we all know how that ended for him.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is in custody this morning after being detained overnight by federal authorities in New York.
So, is the power couple about to face the same fate? Are Jay and Bey really involved in all this, or are they just trying to cover their tracks before it all blows up? Let's find out. Diddy's facing some heavy charges this week: racketeering conspiracy and ST. And he's pleaded not guilty, but he's still locked up until his federal trial in New York. So what's next for the 54-year-old music mogul? And what about the employees and associates who were allegedly caught up in all this? Damian Williams, the U.S. attorney behind the indictment, didn't give much away when asked if Diddy or others could be hit with even more charges. Seems like this case might have a lot more twists to come. "I can't rule anything out. Anything's possible," Williams said. "The investigation is very active and ongoing, and if you know anything about how this office works, you know developments are definitely on the horizon. But I can't say for sure right now."
You know, as I'm glued to the TV, and you know, I'm trying to figure out like just what's even going on, like how is this happening, and sometimes it's like, you know, I gotta turn the TV off because it's like it's so overwhelming. I will continue to pray and pray, so I will continue to do anything I can do to help out this situation. And I would really urge the hip hop community for us to, stay involved. This is gonna be a long journey. It's not gonna stop here, News is like, what's going on this week. Like, this is something that we're gonna have to pay attention to for years. I know a lot of people out there going through pain are feeling the pain that even I'm feeling. It's just something that I just wanted to just express with y'all how I feel. And in the next couple of days, let's have some people saved that weren't supposed to be saved. Let's get a couple of thousand people that's
people, what the is really going on, I don't know, but it's so much speculation. There's so much things being said. You can't really trust any and everybody's word, but we have to just be patient to really see what this thing gonna play out to be. All right, have a lovely day. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and drop your feedback. Big up on yourself. You don't know. No schooling. Out.
Nice.